Welcome back to the Midweek Review. This is Smoke and Mirrors with Rob, Dave, and Triz in the parentheses. How you guys going today?
Yeah, good man.
Yeah, good big dog.
Ours is hood. The vibes is hood. We're gonna get into our usual news, and then we're gonna end with some thoughts there. First up, we got that Creed 3 trailer, and it was weird because, like, during the week, I had this feeling like I wanted something to watch Creed. I wanted to
Mm.
do one and two again.
Mm.
Um, and then weirdly, we got that first posters for Creed 3 with Dame and Creed there. And then we got the trailer the next day. The trailer looks fucking spectacular.
Yeah.
Um, so it starts off really solemn and everything. Creed's kind of detailing what's happened the last 7 years. It's like, with Bianca.
7 years.
Yeah, that's what he says. You know how many times I
Jeez.
watched this trailer?
I watched this trailer 3 times already as well. 7 years though, that's a big jump.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, detailing like, Bianca, Rocky, his dad, and sort of winning the titles and stuff like that, Wheeler.
Yeah.
Uh Before then kind of jumping into meeting his friend. Or he didn't
Yeah.
doesn't know who his friend it's his friend from back in the day. So it looks
Mm.
like it's like tying in that first Creed and why
Mm.
he went to juvie in the first place.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool because then it comes like full circle and everything.
Mm.
So apparently Dame was the dude that he got caught with. Right, this is Jonathan Major's character.
Mm.
Got caught with, sent to prison, and Dame was the boxer.
Yeah.
And he was the best apparently. He just never got his shot because he's been locked up for 18 years.
Allegedly.
Mm.
Looks like there's a bit of a cat and mouse.
Little sibling rivalry. He says
Yeah,
that they were brothers.
yeah.
Mm.
This one could cut deeper than the last one.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
I never liked the plot of the last one. For me, it was always like,
Neither
you
did
know what I
I.
mean? Like it was like some campy bullshit. The
Yeah.
son of
Mm.
Drago versus the son of Creed, and it's like, all right, it was a bit expected. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I watched like Rocky 4 like everybody else. I don't need to see it again.
Yeah. The next time, son.
Should have fought Creed.
What looks cool in this trailer? It looks like we get a pretty Ricky Conlon rematch.
Yeah.
I
You
never
have
call
to.
another O pretty, by the
No, no,
way.
no, no, no.
Pretty will never be my nickname.
I always
Don't
call
ever
that
don't
man
ever give me
Conlon,
that
by
one.
the way.
Huh?
I always call that man Conlon, by the way.
Yeah.
We don't be
With
adding
the
pretty over here.
Uh, Only time I ever call someone pretty, another dude, is fucking ASAP Rocky when I sing the lyrics to Lord Pretty Flocko Jody. That's it.
But yeah, he's pretty flocko. You know what I mean? It's like he's a pretty cool guy. It's not just pretty.
But that would be that first essentially his first fight out of jail as well, right?
Conlon's?
Yeah.
Conlon's fight, yeah,
Yeah.
because he was
Yeah.
going away for how long?
Oh.
I think it was 5 years. He's like, I'm going away for 5 years or something like that.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
his last almost professional fight.
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, it looks like all the beats are here. We get what looks like a training montage, this time in the forest. Ooh.
two though, two, because we got Dame doing his thing as well
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
with the big like explosive push-ups into the claps.
yeah.
Like
That motherfucker looked like he just did it with ease though.
Yeah.
John
Like,
Majors is in like impeccable shape. He looks in better shape than what's his face, than Michael B. Jordan.
he does.
Mm.
Like it's impeccable. But everything we were talking about it today at work. Like he's just like so in proportion.
Yeah.
John Majors, it's crazy.
It's crazy how when guys get together. Like that's on the menu as well. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. Nothing's off limit. We talk about other guys as well. Yeah, and it looks like it all comes to a head. It looks like there's a bit of manipulation as well, because when Dane
Yeah.
comes to him, he's like, I need your help and everything. Like, I want to kind of get on my feet and whatnot. And Adonis is like, yeah, come by the gym. And Jonathan Majors kind of got that sort of like devilish kind of grin.
Yeah.
Then like, thank you.
Thank
You.
you.
Like he slips back into, all right, I gotta keep it going. Like my
Yeah.
plan's
Yeah.
going
Gotta
according.
juice him just enough.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just didn't like the line where he's like, I've tried to reason with him, and then Bianca's like, well, I guess you have to fight.
I think that's just really bad editing.
Yeah,
That's just really bad trailer editing, I should say.
but also maybe a throwback to Adrian as well.
When?
What do you think I'm gonna do?
Oh, fuck you get in the ring then.
I almost feel like they're gonna kill like Rocky's gonna be dead.
I reckon if it's 7 years, he has to be.
But it's not
Yeah.
7 years since the last one. It's 7 years including 1 and 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
right. I thought it was like a 7-year jump
Yeah.
because you
it's-
see him training his daughter, and his daughter looks a little older.
Mm.
Like really, like she got some years on her.
Yeah. Yeah. So this one's almost like Rocky
2 and 3.
it's almost like 5 when he loses everything. And you realize like he's kind of like he's had it too good for too long,
No,
sort
but
of thing.
he's still Creed. Like he's still the heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. He hasn't lost
There's like
everything,
3.
but he's got everything to fight for, whereas Dame has nothing to lose.
Creed's got everything to lose in this one.
Yeah. Sorry, maybe it is 4. It's 4.
Yeah,
When he's kind of like at the height, he's civilized and everything. Yeah.
but he's still got that eye of the tiger.
Yeah, you gotta have
Yeah.
the eye of the tiger.
Just blinked for a second, but then you got it back, you know?
Does it look like there's 2 fights in this?
Yeah.
Like 2 Dame fights? Or is
Uh,
it just the one?
I think it's just the one, but it's playing out separately
Yeah.
mentally.
I think this is going to be the same setup like Rocky 5, where we won't get the 2 Donnie and Dame fights. We'll just get the Donnie and Dame at the end, but then you'll see all the fights before then of them fighting other dudes.
That
Pause.
Dame looks like a bad dude.
Yeah,
Like, he looks
Yeah.
like he kills that 1-0 in the ring.
Is that guy that Creed beat in the first one?
That's what I was thinking. Sparino?
Sparino.
Yeah. It could be, but it also looks like it's one of his fighters. Like he's got a stable of fighters.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Could be the one. I was doubting Michael B. I will never sort of shun that because like he's like first time director out the gate. I don't know what the movie's gonna look like. The movie looks fucking nice.
It does. He's been around enough like really good directors now for him to pick up a few skills though. The only thing I didn't like about the initially what I thought it was gonna be like one of like Apollo's actual sons. That's what I thought, and I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
Like, because I saw the tagline is what?
Can't run from your past.
Can't run from your past. And I was like, dude, is this one of Apollo's sons? I want him to fight one of his brothers, like his actual brothers.
Yeah.
Alright.
What do you call it? What was I going to say? Fuck. I think this is the closest we're ever going to get to like Creed versus Rocky's son. Just not Rocky's son.
They better never do that storyline.
I know.
I don't ever want to see that on the Creed lineup.
No.
He's fighting prison family in this one.
He just goes through it. He's like Game of Thrones in killing Robert's bastards. Like,
Yeah.
but it's Creed's bastards.
Love it. I'm fucking hanging now. March can't come any fucking sooner, man.
Yeah.
6 months, 5 months. But on top of that, so it's been what, 16 years since the Silent Hill movie came out, and we just got another little fucking conference from Konami detailing all of the new Silent Hill games that were coming out. But on top of that, they also announced return to Silent Hill, and Christoph Gans is fucking back in the directorial role as well. I'm fucking hanging, son. And as well as that, they're still going to use elements of the fucking original Silent Hills. They're going to use like a lot of heavy elements from Silent Hill 2 for this movie as well. So it might still fucking fall in with the Rada Mitchell one where Sean Bean goes looking for her after.
Which is the second game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Sean Bean comes back.
Game.
The second game is fire.
Yeah. That second game is meant to be the fucking truth.
Do you know why? You know why they had to top to bottom rebuild that second game? You know, Konami lost the code for that game.
Shit. I think I've
They
heard
lost
that.
it.
Yeah.
They could never ever remaster it. So every time they remastered it, it looked terrible.
Mm.
It'd be missing fog and all this other stuff. It was disgusting.
That's bad, man.
Top to bottom. That's why they had to do it.
Fucking hell. Same thing they did with Final Fantasy VIII as well.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So how do I do it?
That's fucked. Ezo's just missing, like, you know, like shit that should be in their vaults.
I mean, get it. We deleted it.
How? What did you delete over it? It's not a fucking VHS tape. You know what I mean?
Hideo just walked in and hit delete. He stole it. Hideo's got it. I reckon he stole it.
Oh, 100%.
I'm excited for this, man. Christoph Gans like did something special with that first Silent Hill.
Yeah.
The aesthetic that he brought, the pacing, it didn't feel like a video game movie where it was like, oh, we have to do something splashy or do something so video gamey. He made that shit fit in the movie whole. You know what I mean?
It wasn't, and here's this scene from the video game.
Yeah.
And here's this scene from the video game.
Yeah.
To sort of appease that. Like, people don't want that.
Nah.
They want to see the characters. They don't want you to use it in the exact same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Resident Evil and all that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. But yeah, this shit should be good, man. I'm fucking hanging now.
Man. So Brendan Fraser who's like hot on the presses right now because of his whale performance. Who, you know, he probably will win that Oscar this year. That's if Will Smith doesn't swoop in with Emancipation.
Ooh.
We'll see. But yeah, someone asked him about Batgirl, and he was like, he said he's so bummed because like they were doing stuff like they when they were shooting the movie, they weren't actually aware of the scale. So everyone's saying, or Warner's saying, that it was supposed to be an HBO Max movie, but the scale that they were using to shoot this movie was amazing. So they were in
Glasgow.
Where were they? Where?
Glasgow.
In Glasgow.
Yeah.
On the streets, they'd shut down the street 3 a.m. It's pitch black out there. They lit real fires. They had real fire trucks riding around. They had everything. So, like, it's just weird. Like, I just feel like they use the scale thing as a like just a reason to cancel the movie. I don't. I think the Abdul and those guys and Bilal, they shot like a proper movie. That's what I'm thinking.
They did. That's been the thing from the start, is that everyone worked so hard for this movie. I don't think actors would put in that effort if they were just gonna make some Batman and Robin type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this sounded like it was gonna be like something special.
Yeah.
But Warner's on some other tip. You know what I mean? Pause. Because they shut down their diversity branches of the studio. So those guys that would sort of come in and kind of add and develop diverse projects. And with that, it just looks like they looked at all the demographics for how well does a female superhero movie do. Probably looked at Catwoman, every other movie, Black Widow, all these movies surrounding that, weighted up and went, that's the one that's got to go.
Yeah, but those movies weren't executed correctly.
I know, but they were still out there, and from a public like average cinema goer, because we're not average cinema goers. Like we're looking into the movies.
Mm.
Like they wouldn't be as interested. Like
So in those things, do they take into consideration Alien and all that sort of stuff? Obviously
prob-
not.
probably not.
That's dumb.
But you can see it now. Like even Zatanna, that show that was being developed, cancelled, or movie that was being developed, is cancelled now.
Yeah, because like Zaslav isn't sucking off Abrams anymore.
No, but
It sounds like he's just, hey, all those projects you had, they're dead. And he says it steely eyed and just dead faced.
no, it's dead. It's gone. That one
Yeah.
too. We just spent 40 hours this week developing that script. Dead. And that one was written by that chick that did Promising Young Woman. You know what I mean? And she had the heat on her.
Yeah. Yeah.
As if they couldn't fucking pull that in Academy Award winner. Fuck your life over here. You know what I mean?
Get it? Because that sort of if the script was like, top notch, the script usually attaches like, or at least attracts a really good director to do it.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
know what their problem is though? Is
Hmm.
that they want bloody what's his face? They all want a female director to do it.
Yeah.
Like female directors don't just direct female properties. I'm sorry.
No.
We've had
No,
this
they don't.
talk before.
Yeah.
It's just a
Catherine
dumb way to
Bigelow.
look at things. Yeah, but Catherine Bigelow would make the flyest bloody. It'd be the best. Like
fuck
if
yeah.
Bigelow were to have like sat down and said, "Okay, well, I'm gonna do Wonder Woman." Do you know how different that Wonder Woman would have been?
Be hard hitting.
Oh,
Would be. Would be. I actually have some stakes to it as well.
amazing.
Yeah.
I kind of wish, like, I don't even want a Catherine Bigelow superhero movie. I wish we got Catherine Bigelow like Terminator.
Oh. See, that would have been the best.
Yeah. Because you can do action, but you can also stack like characters and set pieces. Yeah. We're not talking about the right female directors, I think.
Yeah.
Uh, sticking on WB,
Mm.
specifically DC. So Walter Hamada is officially out as a DC Films president, which we called ages ago. I
Mhm.
think last year sometimes. Fuck
As
it
soon
up.
as the deal was being spoken about.
Yeah. So his time's up. The motherfucker's just sitting back in his office. He's still there. He's just waiting on the exit payout, kicking his feet up. He's not in any creative meetings or anything like that. I don't know what this means for DC right now, right? Because yes, he was part of everything that kind of happened with Joss Whedon's Justice League, his version, and how what's his face was treated on set. What's his name?
Ray
Ray
Fisher.
Fisher.
Yeah.
With how Ray Fisher was treated on set, and he was called an enabler and everything, and that ended up being false because there were actual other reports that came out that was like, no. Walter Amada was completely against the Batgirl cancellation. Right there, he was like, I want to quit. But then realized, like, I will be out. So he basically said, fuck it, and just waited until his official date was up.
Yeah.
He's waiting for that golden parachute. That's all he was waiting for.
Yeah. This dude's been behind like Suicide Squad. His last credit will be Black Adam dropping this week.
It's got nothing to do with Flash.
He probably was part of the development of Flash,
Yeah.
Man of Steel, like all the DCEU films that have come out, and that slate, the animation, everything. Walter Hamada was part of it, and a big part of it. And if you're gonna blame like, oh yeah, the shit, like like Suicide Squad on Walter Hamada, then you got to give him the good shit as well. Got to give him the Aquamans, all that.
You know, the Suicide Squad made more money than the Batman.
I know. Critically. And everyone's topping off the Batman.
Fucking what for?
they're talking like Oscar. You know what I
That
mean?
ain't happening.
Watch the Batman get nominated.
It better not be. What are they going to get nominated for? The audio, maybe the special effects.
Mm.
They ain't winning the big things.
Um, so right
For
now,
sure.
I kind of don't know where that puts DC, because we've got Michael DeLuca, Pamela Abdi, and like they're making moves so far, but they weren't in the groove like Walter Hamada was.
Mm.
Know what I mean? Their output is yet to be seen. The output that we've kind of gotten from Walter Hamada has been pretty fly so far.
It was
He's the
funny.
guy that trusted Snyder.
Yeah, it was funny because I would like how The Rock was on Fallon recently.
Yeah.
It- Like he was talking about the stinger at the end of the film of Black Adam, and he was saying like he specifically mentioned those two, the two new people that are sort of running DC now
Yep.
Mm.
unofficially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did not mention Walter's name at all, which is
No.
crazy. Like he was like, I was speaking to those two.
Yeah.
I wasn't speaking to like it's just weird.
Yeah. But he wouldn't if someone's name has kind of been thrown
Tarnished.
around. Yeah. Tarnished basically. But I was happy with what we got in the DCU so far. It did not stick to the track that was kind of set up, and that's probably why we've gotten like all these weird kind of output from the DCU.
Mhm. There is no universe where we actually get a Black Adam movie. A Black Adam movie that actually has a JSA and everyone in there
Yeah.
as well. Like
Mm.
there's no way that Marvel would ever do something like that.
Yeah.
That
With
blueprint is
links
not there.
and with links to the
Yep.
movies that came prior.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Mm.
Yeah. But speaking about superheroes still, so Ryan Coogler was talking about Black Panther 2. And obviously, with everything that had gone down, everything had been set up for Chadwick to still keep the mantle of Black Panther and then have this movie with him in there as well. But then, after his unfortunate passing, they had to do a lot of retooling around that. So Coogler was just discussing all of that. And he was saying that with the idea of Black Panther 2 moving forward with Chadwick when he was still there, it was actually going to delve deeper into like the psyche of T'Challa himself and like his personality and him as the Black Panther and everything changing around him too, with him like involving all this technology to the world, introducing all of that and having Wakanda as a bigger piece on the map than what it was, and instead of staying secluded. But then with everything going on, they really had to just flip everything around. They're still like, acknowledging Chadwick as the Black Panther and then with his passing and things like that. But then we see the story through all the trailers that have come out recently as well. So he was talking about it. Lupita Nyong'o was talking about it as well. One of the producers was mentioning it too. And he was like, there's no way that you can eliminate Black Panther from any of these stories as well.
Mm.
And because of that, it makes sense that someone else would take on the mantle moving forward too.
Mm.
And then we still have our rumors. So pretty sure it's going to be Shuri in the suit regardless, but it could be Lupita. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they could be two. But Lupita's supposed to be carrying the baby. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. I thought it was just funny. Sorry, dog, you go.
Or it's just Marvel marketing that's different.
Mm.
You realize how
Misdirection.
much they change everything after the trailer.
Yeah.
They did that with bloody what's his face, Infinity War,
Mm.
where there were scenes that just never ever happened.
Yeah. The Hulk
Yeah.
busting out and in that final battle and shit
Yeah.
like that. He was never there.
Yeah.
The only person I feel is qualified to wear that suit is Okoye. Someone from the Dora Milaje. They're
Yeah.
actually fighters.
Yeah, it's true.
That's true. What's it's probably like the biggest long shot in the world. But when people were saying to Lupita, "Are you going to be Black Panther?" and she was like, "No, it's not going to be." If I can't say anything, if it was me, I'd swim into the ocean, never to be seen again. And I'm like, what does that mean? Does that mean they actually did bury Killmonger and they might just pull him up and turn him into the Black Panther?
Jeez.
It's a bit funny that, he asked to be buried in the ocean,
Hmm.
and now the bad guy is from the ocean.
Mm.
Yeah.
We'll see. In a month, we would have seen Black Panther.
It's true.
Very true. Yeah.
Mm.
Take us out there, Bado.
All right. So we got our first trailer for Echo 3. For this one's coming out on Apple. I don't know if it's a TV show or if it's a movie. Um, but this looks damn good. So this one it looks like, what's his name? It's Luke Evans and someone else.
Michael Huisman.
Yeah. Who the hell is that guy?
He like plays young Harrison Ford. He's big in uh, Mike Flanagan's stuff as well. He was in
Right.
The Haunting of Hill House. He was in that other fucking thing.
Is he the O from Midnight Mass?
No.
No.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen that episode yet.
Nah, this guy's not in it.
No, he's not. Anyway, so this guy's sister is over in South America.
Yep.
And it looks like something breaks out over there. She gets stuck there. She gets captured. And then the husband, who is played by Huisman, and the brother-in-law, which is her brother, Luke Evans. It looks like they're investigating, dealing with the CIA, all that sort of stuff. Things fall apart, and these guys actually have to go in. So these guys are ex-special forces, and supposedly they can bring a shitstorm wherever they go just with two people. This looks damn good. I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon this is gonna be a heater.
Yeah, it could be the what's it called? I want to say Inception.
Proof
What's
of
it called?
life.
No, the good one, the good one with the Hemsworth boy.
Extraction
Extraction of the year.
could be. It very well could be.
Yeah,
I like Luke Evans, man. He's
I
got
like
a
he can do
good
action.
look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke Evans should do a lot more action.
If they were going comic, like if he was going to look like the comic, Namor is.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, he's even got
That's
the
Luke
hairline.
Evans.
He's got that like that Black Adam hairline too.
That hairline's terrible, by the way.
Yeah.
I thought about because I what did I see? The Rock was in the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah. Oh
And
man.
that hair was just painted on, man.
Damn.
Hanging on for dear life. That poor hair.
That Tooth Fairy hair was horrible.
You could tell it was like sprayed, like they just sprayed it.
Yeah, we got to make a bet, and whoever loses in this big one has to do the Rock's hairline for a week.
Oh,
Fuck. Or we have to wear that outfit that he had with the black turtleneck.
Yuck. Maybe
That-
Halloween
that
next
Rock,
year.
That Rock Caesar was disgusting.
That was bad. Rock bald. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and that's all the news this week.
Mm.
All right, let's get into our thoughts. The Patient episode, I want to say 9. I'm pretty sure it's 9 because there's 10 episodes. This is the penultimate episode. It was titled Auschwitz. It was set around Dr. Strauss really trying to manipulate Sam, the serial killer, into inviting his ex-wife over to have brunch. And Strauss had a plan. He's been sharpening his foot cream tube.
Yes, you were saying.
For a couple of episodes now.
Yeah.
He's gonna stab that O, and then call out for help while the ex-wife's over for brunch. Gets to it like the serial killer sets it up. Gets to it. He doesn't take the opportunity. He completely bitches out. but the focus of the show is becoming clear thematically because he has like he's having like these hallucinations, not hallucinations, but like he's daydreaming
Mm,
basically,
Mm.
and he dreams he's in
mm,
Auschwitz, and he's in the internment camps,
mm.
the concentration camps, and he sees Viktor Frankl there having a dream. Like anyone doesn't know who Viktor Frankl is, he wrote this book called Man's Search for Meaning, which is extremely important because it's about people finding purpose in a really shitty situation or life or death situations.
Yeah.
Um, and like it's a really good piece of work because Viktor Frankl was a psychiatrist. He's almost like the psychiatrist, the Jewish psychiatrist that everyone kind of like thinks of when they think of the concentration camps and
And
the extermination of the Jews.
he was interned in Auschwitz.
He was,
Ooh,
yeah, yeah. The shit that he kind of details is wild, and
yeah, I can
and
only imagine.
how he kind of gets out is crazy.
Mm,
Um, so yeah, in the book he says, "Don't wake me. If you see me having a nightmare, don't wake me because that nightmare is a better place to be than where I'm
mm,
at."
mm.
Mm.
And then in the dream, Dr. Strauss wakes him.
Ooh,
Yeah. So I think he's almost sort of telling himself he needs to stop living in his head
yeah.
because he goes there every time to kind of think through and break down problems with his dead psychiatrist.
He
Uh,
goes to Auschwitz.
well, that's one of the places that he goes. He's been sort of having um, little sort of daydreams here and there. Uh, and then, yeah, he ends up basically, he's awaiting his death. The scary thing is, Sam is kind of mimicking Dr. Strauss. So, like, his
Mm,
jokes, his prayers, like little things that he does. So, he's almost taking that on. Um,
what
and
about the sun?
we didn't get to see anything from the sun this episode because
Mm,
it was like I think like they'll keep that for the last episode. But basically, Sam gets rejected by his ex-wife. His ex-wife's like, "Yeah, I liked having brunch. It was awkward, but maybe we can do this once a year, so we can keep it friendly
mm,
between like ex-partners." Sam doesn't like that. He's sort of like, "Why did she reject me?"
mm,
And then, yeah, Dr. Strauss is kind of trying to work his way through the situation with him because he doesn't know how to regulate his emotions.
mm,
Like this is an abused child um, that didn't have the best relationship with his father,
mm.
who's kind of like he doesn't know how to regulate his emotions because his father never worked through that with him. But
Yeah.
Dr. Strauss is trying to do that, and I think that's why Sam's picking up all these different um, like sort of things that that Strauss does.
Mm. He's mimicking.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but he's also falling in as the father figure.
Mm.
So it's almost like this father son dynamic, and that could be the reason why Strauss didn't kill Sam. So it's
Mm.
slow, it's methodical, it's plotting, but I think it's heading somewhere. So I'm excited to see how they wrap it up next week.
Mm.
That'll be interesting. Um, got our I think eighth episode of Andor,
Mm.
which was like pretty cool.
Mm.
Uh, we get an expanded world again, more in terms of the Mon Mothma and Luthen dynamic, where they're trying to plan that rebellion. Like, you really get the sense that this is the start of the rebellion. They haven't
Yeah.
even formulated that. This is the idea. Like, the idea is to start a rebellion. It's just we need to do something.
Yeah.
You see the impact of that flow through all the different star systems. Like, Imperial command is over everyone. Um, Even Andor's, I want to say stepmother,
Mm.
Mama,
Yeah.
feels it as well. You see why Andor picked the name Clem and that was his stepfather's name, who was hung in the streets. And Andor got busy too. Andor went to go kill those stormtroopers. Um, Andor's basically tying up all of his loose threads on that planet that he's at,
Mm.
but then goes to like this like I want to say this holiday sort of vacation planet, and then like he gets locked up.
It's that place in what's this place? The Fifth Element.
Ah, Logic's got a rhyme.
Yeah,
Um,
something Prime, Alpha
Lost in
Prime.
Paradise.
Also, yeah, Lost in Paradise.
Yeah, it's basically like that. um,
Jesus.
and yeah, he gets picked up and jailed and sentenced to like 6 years in jail just for loitering and hanging around.
Jesus.
And he basically just gets they assume he's part of uh this group that he had nothing to do with.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah. You see a lot more of Deirdre as well, the Imperial officer.
Mm.
That's kind of been playing the little Game of Thrones there. And she gets command over another sector that she was kind of butting heads with her nemesis in the crew. It was wild. That work politics is fucked. I hated working in the office. I'm glad I'm
Can
not
you
there.
well can you imagine that multiplied by like, 1 million or 1 billion because of all the different galaxies? And
Yeah,
then everyone has like, guns?
that's right.
Like did people would just start like dying.
Just blaster fights on disagreements.
She won't be in work today.
Check
Ever.
She's sick indefinitely.
the compost heap.
That manager, he welcomes that shit though.
Yeah. He wants
Did
the
hand-
smoke. He likes the
handled that
tea.
well. Did handle that well.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's explore this. Ah, I see someone has a point. It's like that O was just like, mate, I'll fucking watch both of you right now. So it's cool that it's kind of bubbling up now. I think we're gonna get a lot more momentum when shit kind of goes downhill. I'm expecting a jailbreak or something because like Andor looks like Andor, like the how the Imperial, um, uh, fuck, what are they called? Basically, how the Imperials kind of have him in his database, like clean shaven stuff. They're gonna match that up,
Yeah.
no doubt. Like that's gonna tie back to whoever Luthen, because that other chick, Vel, she's gunning for Andor. That was the other piece that was wild about the rebellion, is that they had to they had to basically clean house and not leave a trail. So if you work with the rebellion and it ties you to anyone, you got a target on your back.
Yeah,
Why the
that's it.
fuck would you want to go there?
That's the risk.
Yeah.
But this like the Empire is obviously the Nazis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas the rebellion is more CIA sort of style, right? So
Mm.
okay, you get into shit, and if you get into too much shit, we're gonna be the ones that'll take you down.
Yeah. It almost kind of reminded me of the French resistance as well.
Mm.
Like that kind of cloak and dagger type shit. Hmm.
That
Getting
French
wild.
resistance was wild when you think about it.
Yeah. They're like, nah, you've got too much information that could fuck up all of our plans because they're so fragile at the moment. Like,
Yeah.
we're not the fucking, like, the overlords.
No.
We're not. We're the underdogs. So, like, yes, we're going to lose one, but it's going to save, like, thousands more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also the fact that those guys were like over there in the US fighting with the US and all that, and
Mm.
like they were allies of the US against the crown, which like it was just weird.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you'd never ever see that again.
Mm. Yeah. French, the French stay out of it.
Yeah.
I suppose that's the smart thing to do.
Unless
You
it
want
was
to
Jacques
welcome
Chirac.
all that shit into your country.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, you guys have anything else to say about Andor?
Nah.
All right. So I checked out that first 2 episodes of Let the Right One In,
Mm.
and I'm gonna tell you right now, the shit is fire.
I didn't even know the shit was out. God
Uh,
damn it.
I didn't expect the premise of girl sort of befriending a boy in a building.
Mm.
I thought that's where they were gonna keep it for the show. I was like, why the fuck would you make 10 episodes of this? Like, give me a fucking break. Like, what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? But they expand this world so well.
Mm.
So you get a couple of perspectives. You get the classic, like like it is the father.
Okay.
So I'm guessing this is the kicking off point before like the familiar takes over.
Mm.
But you get the father Mark, played by Demian Bashir, and he fucking nails it.
Mm.
He fucking kills this shit.
That guy's always good though.
Mm.
But it's better than what we've kind of seen him in before, what I've seen him in before, which was Hateful Eight and Alien.
Yeah, but
The
Hateful Eight is just so good.
I know, I'm Bob.
Yeah. That like he's trying to play like someone from the South do an impersonation of a Mexican, but he is actually a Mexican.
Yeah, that's that Tarantino humor. um, and Mark's daughter Eleanor, Ellie.
Mm.
Um, so they've just moved to New York, right?
Mm.
They've kind of got like this base of operations, their home, and the reason that they chose that home was because there's no windows in the bathroom, so she gets her own room now.
Mm.
He hasn't been able to work because they move around so often,
Mm.
and basically they're looking to stay because New York at the moment, they're in New York. New York at the moment is the epicenter for all these like murders and shit. Murdered
Okay, so
in
this is New York, late 80s, early 90s.
there's New York now.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's set around all these murders that are very vampiric.
Mm.
So they chase vampiric murders because they want to find another vampire,
Mm.
because they want to find a cure for Ellie.
Mm.
Um, then you get Arthur and his daughter Claire and son Peter, who was presumed dead by a bear attack 10 years ago. But actually, it was a vampire attack. And the
Mm.
show actually starts with that, with the son Peter, like standing outside, and then like the father's like, "Hey, it's like sunrise. How you going?" Peter's all right, and then all of a sudden his skin just bursts into fucking flames,
Shit.
and it starts blistering up. So that's kind of what they're dealing with. But Arthur is dying. Like he's on his last, and he's asked his daughter Claire to sort of come through and take over. But
Mm.
she had no idea that Peter actually survived.
Mm.
So there's all that shit, and they're trying to make amends and everything. And but he's also trying to just pass on the knowledge.
Yeah.
Um, and then you kind of get Mark by himself trying to track down a cure type thing, because there's a drug on the streets that gives people not powers of vampire, but those sort of qualities like the strength and
Mm.
whatnot. But then the next day they have a hangover, like they're sensitive to sunlight and their skin burns and shit like that.
Mm.
And you also get Isaiah, who's the kid, basically the kid from the story,
Mm.
and his mom, who is a NYPD detective. So she's investigating the murders, and that kind of ties everything together. The shit that happens is wild. There is a bit in here where you see Damien Bashir's character Mark fold an O up and put him in a barrel. The reason he's folded him up is because he killed him, drained him of his blood, and that's what he used to feed Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the process that they go through, is that he either cuts himself and she drinks the blood, and how they kind of show it is really sort of ferocious and everything, like an animal. Like when they
Yeah.
get to that state of feeding, it's animalistic,
Yeah.
but normal girl. So there's that duality. But what I loved about this show is that it was true in its depiction of parents. So Isaiah's mother, Isaiah's a little bit different. He loves magic and stuff, but he gets bullied and picked on, which will infuriate the fuck out of you the whole show. I'm guessing, because it made me mad. But a parent will sometimes, I don't know, like tell a child what to do because they want to wear like different sort of coat, clothes, shoes, their hair a certain way, because that's how they kind of feel and want to express themselves. But a protective parent is sort of like, don't do that because you don't want a target on your back. They're showing that. They're showing um, Ellie when she gets close to Isaiah and they're spending time. Mark's kind of coming in, and then Isaiah's mother's like, I know you just want to come in, get your daughter, and get the hell out. You know what I mean? But because they're having fun, you stick around.
Yeah.
And you kind of just like, it's their show, it's not mine. But yeah, I'm loving the lengths that every parent is kind of going through to save their child or to make their child feel normal. And yeah, it's fucking wild. I'm loving it. This is like the best find. It's weird that they released this and they released Interview with the Vampire at the same time, like almost competing.
Yeah, I've got like 3 episodes of that to watch actually.
I gotta get into that too.
Yeah, I gotta try get some of that done.
But this was a quick in. Like they didn't waste time. It's not like you were like, okay, where's this going? All right, what are they doing? But nah, straight away they get you.
Okay, Paramount.
Streaming now.
All right. So we got our the penultimate episode of Game of Thrones there, huh?
Yep.
House O Dragon. Yeah. So this one opens up with finally Viserys dying.
Confirmed.
And basically the what's his face? The ramifications of his little speech with Alicent there, his little talk with Alicent there at the end of the episode 9. Alicent basically goes to her father and says, "Hey, he wants Aegon to be the new king," which then puts in motion this whole thing that they had been planning for the whole time to basically what's his face, overthrow Rhaenyra.
That's dirtbag shit, man.
Man, so they had been planning this from the start.
Yeah.
So the High Towers, everyone at the table was planning this from the start. And the
Everyone
only
except
person
for
in that
Beesbury.
room, the only people in that room that didn't know was the King's Guard, the head of the King's Guard, not that fuck with Cole.
Yeah.
And what's his face? One of the other guys.
Beesbury?
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Beesbury.
Jesus. The Mandem just got done.
Yeah. That was fucked up. Like them going, all right, time to go into Operation or Order 66, basically.
Basically, yeah. Like they had already like just knew.
Yeah, like behind the Queen Regent's back,
Yeah,
basically the Queen Regent, behind her back. She's been heading up that council for a while now. Probably
yeah.
that 6 years that Damon and Rhaenyra have kind of been out of the castle,
Mm.
which is like it's just disgusting.
Hmm.
That's undermining her power and her role as the head of the council. And she felt it too because she knew the implications of what that meant.
Yeah. What's it called? Patricide.
Yeah, patricide is where you kill your father, but regicide is where you kill a member of the royal family.
Regicide. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy, man. Like this episode also showed basically them trying to find Egon because Egon likes to go missing.
Whoring.
Yeah. Well, not just whoring. This he's much like Godfrey that like to see kids mutilate each other, which is wild.
Sometimes his kids.
Sometimes his kids, disgusting. Um, it also shows Aegon not wanting the crown, but his brother.
Mm.
What's his brother's name?
Aemon.
Aemon. Really wanting that crown.
Yeah.
He wants it.
It was wild. Him like my brother, a
Mm,
fool. Like, whereas I'm studying combat, philosophy, and strategy, and I get looked over.
yeah,
Yeah. You know what? Like, I understand that shit. Like, here's this guy, aloof, just running through fucking life, getting all the fucking praise and shit like that. I'm next in line. You know what I mean? Fuck
yeah.
it.
He was lucky enough to be born first. That's all it came down to.
Yeah.
But
I'm
we know
hoping.
that that's not going to last.
No. Fools
He
don't
always
last long on
dies.
that throne.
It's going to be regicide again.
Yeah. For sure. For fucking sure. Um, it was wild that the hand sends his duo out,
Mm,
Eric and his twin brother,
yeah.
and
But
then
I don't even know the brother's name. It's
me
always
neither.
bring your brother.
And the queen sent her O's out there.
Mm,
Cole and Eamon,
yeah.
and they went wild. Like Cole and Eamon kind of knew all the spots too.
Hmm.
Um, it,
Because
it,
what's his face had taken Aegon had taken his brother to those places.
that was kind of wild. That little education,
Yeah,
like take your brother to a brothel on his like
yeah.
when he
He's
comes
fucking
of age.
13 years old.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, back in the day, you were expected to die at like 30 years old or 33 years old or something.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
13
Common
is
cold to knock you out.
damn near middle age.
yeah.
But yeah, once again, Cole gets washed.
Mm-hmm.
That guy, like I'm telling you, he's lying on his resume. Like, he really wasn't like in the what's his face in those wars, like he said. Like Eric doesn't look like the best fighter in the world. He washed him, kicked him down the stairs.
Oh yeah, in that bit, but then like when they were on the bottom level, that's where Cole kind of came
Yeah.
into the fray, revitalized, revigored. But
Fucking.
that brother did fuck all. It was just at the top of the stairs. He was in on it, that prick.
I think that brother. Well, we saw what the brother did after, right? So he was the one that sort of let uh Rhaenys go.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So he. It sounds like one of them was loyal to the Queen Regent, Allison, and one of them was loyal to Rhaenyra.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. We also got that dirty fucker Larry's.
Yeah.
Larry's leering, wanking under the cloak
Yeah.
there. Got a bit of a foot fetish, mate.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That clubfoot fuck.
Ew.
So it,
Yeah.
it was kind of filthy, the scene, because the
Yeah.
queen's actually talking to him. help me, Larry's.
Yeah.
You know, you have a skill set I could use. You know what I mean?
I
Advise me on
only
what I'm
hope.
supposed to do. Oh, but she's also manipulating him as well,
Oh yeah.
which is like it's this power play. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Because she wants help from him, but he's like, oh yeah, show us a bit more ankle.
Yeah.
Because she puts her feet, like she takes her shoes off and then puts her socked feet up on the table.
Hmm.
And Larry's just like, oh my, the cotton grips those toes.
What the fuck?
He doesn't say that shit. I'm just like, paraphrasing basically
This
what
is what
he's
he was
thinking.
saying in his head.
Yeah, this is what
This was
this
in
is
the
what
mind.
he's yeah.
Fucking
And
ew.
Yeah. And then you just see her start like taking her socks off, like behind the table, so it's covering it, and then puts her feet like propped up on a pillow so you can see, but she turns away.
Yeah.
And the O does the Whitakers, but he follows through straight in under the cloak, and it has a little fiddle there.
Ew.
You think they
Yeah,
was all naked under them cloaks?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't, maybe a thin piece of fabric there.
Sick fucks.
Didn't they used to have like those long 3/4 undies back in the day where there was just elastics below the knees and the waist?
There was no elastics.
Like just elastic on the band?
Was it just a rope?
Maybe.
It had literally been made for you.
Fucking hell.
Like the O had nothing to catch, you know what I mean? You didn't
Yeah.
even have like the little cloth muffler on the end. They probably just like straight in the pants and left the oyster there
Yuck.
in the shell.
So
Fucking-
the best tweet that I saw was someone took like just a screenshot of Nori's Twitter. You know how Nori back in the day had that tweet where it was like she's in racist chat rooms showing feets.
Yeah.
They just said she's in the red keep showing feet.
Oh, man.
Best.
I hate Larry's.
As do I.
Larry's got to go. He's been fucking that kingdom up for too long.
Yeah, but now he's just got more power with that man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too much power.
And everyone that could know about what had kind of happened, like King Viserys' death and everything, had been like basically herded into cells under Larry's command. So Larry's going to do some fuck shit. You know he's going to have some filth going on in those cells. But also all the lords, the highborns and whatnot, like Rhaenys is basically like stuck in a tower like Rapunzel. And then you got fucking what's his face, all the other lords and heads of the houses that have to pledge their fealty.
Yeah, pledge fealty to the new King Aegon.
Yeah,
And
and if
anyone
they
who
don't
were hung.
or heard it, but there was that that was like yes, of course, King Aegon, and then basically like tried to get his ass out of there.
Yeah, he tried to lose it.
Yeah,
The Mandem should have jumped on the horse and just bucked that horse.
yeah, that's it.
There's no way he's getting out of King's Landing, but still, I would have taken some of the soldiers with me.
Yeah. Like kill me there. You know what I mean? In pursuit. Don't like, oh, what should we do with you?
Yeah.
Twirl that mustache and then just hang the O in the courtyard.
Yeah. I thought they were gonna like put his head on a spike.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if this season ends with Rhaenyra's head on a spike?
That'd be wild.
It can't.
Someone's died next episode though.
Yeah, something has to. And it needs to be that fucking high tower.
Yeah.
Otto's
Otto
got
needs to go. Otto is
Got
doing a
to
lot
go.
in that kingdom.
He's doing too much. Otto was doing too much.
But I need Allison to turn around and be like, Otto, your services are no longer needed. And then
Yeah.
just like,
And then head on a spike.
yeah. And Cole needs to do it so that when Rhaenyra comes through, she gelds him.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the gelding though. Like they can keep that.
They already showed us the gelding in the first episode.
Yeah, but like that was the balls. Whereas
cock
I don't
and
need to
balls
see an
flying
O's
everywhere.
penis. Like
Fucking hell.
Yeah, this is wild shit. Wild shit.
But yeah, so basically, Eric's brother um, sets Rhaenys free, and they're sort of he's trying to lead her out to the port so that she can catch a ship out to Driftmark.
Hmm.
She doesn't want to leave her dragon that's there. Um, but he obviously says they can't risk it. She has to go, right?
Hmm.
They start heading down the streets, and they keep getting blocked off by either soldiers or people getting herded,
Hmm.
right? So she gets herded into the Red Keep. To the Red Keep? It is the Red Keep.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets herded into the Red Keep to see Aegon's coronation
Hmm.
and basically naming as the king
Yeah.
for all of Westeros, right? She she gets happy. She finds like a way downstairs, and as soon as he is basically brought in as the king, like we just hear like rumblings and whatnot, and we don't know what's happening, and then the floor just caves into that bitch,
Yeah.
and you just see this massive dragon come up out of the fucking floor, out from underneath,
Hmm.
and it's what's his face, it's Rhaenys on that dragon,
Yeah.
and everyone's running and whatnot, and right in front of her is basically the new royal family, and she's standing there and she's smiling and basically just looks at them like I could have burnt you right the fuck up, and turns her dragon around and flies the fuck away.
What did that mean? Like she could have killed them all. She had them dead to rights.
That means that that would have been too easy for you. We want something worse for you, and
I
when we do it, it's gonna be worse because it said that we're coming back, and it's not just gonna be me. Like we're bringing what's his face back. Like I'm going straight to Rhaenyra now.
mm, yeah.
Sounds like that power is power speech that Lena Headey has in the original Game of Thrones.
But without any words. But like because Allison earlier on in the episode was kind of like, "Ooh, we could give you this.
Yeah.
Like you could be part of this."
Mm.
Hmm.
She's like, "Do you really care about Rhaenyra that much that you would risk it all for her?"
Mm-hmm.
So like I thought, okay, she's kind of doing like it's a little bit of a power play here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's also the declaration of war.
Mm,
Like this is definitely the dance of the dragons now. Like we are going to war.
yeah.
Supposedly that war lasts for like 7 years.
Oh shit.
Yeah, allegedly.
Getting down and dirty now.
Well, it's only the start. It's only the very start. They're gonna have to go recruit now, and it's gonna be cool because they're more than likely gonna have to go to Pentos and all those places to get like soldiers and all
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. So we get to see the sun again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God.
But then what happens to Damon?
What do you
If
mean?
he's still alive, then he is still the king regent. What is it? The king something.
Like next in line?
No, you know how they can't be king. Only Rhaenyra can be queen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the king that was there that they married off is just the king something.
Yeah. Yeah.
King consort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Aegon really didn't want that crown. It was only when his mother was like, "Yes, I love you. All
Yeah.
right, stop fucking asking
Yeah.
me." And
But that's
Aemond was
just
fuming.
yeah. That's just another Godfrey waiting though.
Yeah, yeah. That guy's been doing like a lot of shit, dumb shit.
he like admittedly, Aemon would be the much better king,
Yeah.
and he'd actually like he wouldn't be the king like Viserys was.
No. Well,
He'd be
I
a
thought
proper king.
I thought it was funny that Aegon was kind of called Aegon the Conqueror.
Yeah,
The fuck is he
he's not
conquered?
Aegon the Conqueror. His little nephew is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
See how this one plays out. George R. Martin said that expect about 40 episodes. You know,
Not
he's
bad.
still, he's still got to write another volume of that book.
You know, he released something this week. I got a thing on Audible this week. The George R. R. Martin's rare. I didn't see it.
The unfinished collection.
No.
And that's it. That's a wrap.
Mm.
Follow us on all social media: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter. That's another good one. Check out our website, smokeandmirrorspodcast.com. Follow us, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're dropping weekly videos twice a week, twice weekly.
Or
Twice
join
five
in on
with
the
us.
live stream and ask us questions and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Twice a week.
Yeah. We'll be back on Sunday with our thoughts on Black Adam. Oh,
I'm hoping it's good.
Same.
I am a little worried because early reactions, like the best thing about it is The Rock's performance. And no one's ever said that shit about a Rock movie ever.
I've heard the villain is weak, and Hawkman is probably the best thing in there,
Hey, I can live with that.
as well as the Santino.
Oh, the Adam.
No, yeah, Adam. Yeah,
Yeah, that was supposed to be He-Man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
What
thought
do
it
you
was
call it?
good.
Yeah. Shan said he's loving the stream though. He just dropped into the Twitch chat. Said thanks,
nice.
boys.
Nice. Thanks for watching there, Shan. What was I gonna say? That movie, Black Adam, is set to make 135 million this weekend.
Wow.
So reviews be damned. You know what I mean?
People just want to come out and see the movie.
That's right.
It's also The Rock.
Yeah. Audience score will trump the critic score. So it's like a fat one, Rotten Tomatoes. You did nothing.
I hate all that fucking
Same. Everyone out there on your bullshit about Rotten Tomatoes, it only got a 35% Rotten Tomatoes score. Fuck out of here.
And
No
can
one
you stop
cares.
putting it on the fucking movie boxes?
Yeah.
I don't see that nonsense.
But how would you know which
Certified
movies?
fresh.
Yeah, how would you know which movies are certified fresh then?
They
know?
wash themselves. Hey, watch it and you make up your own opinion.
That's right. Oh, this synopsis, this premise sounds interesting to me. I wonder, should I check it out? Maybe. Was it good? No, it wasn't the best. Cool.
That with streaming and all that stuff, there was no reason to say I'm not gonna watch a movie because someone said it was shit.
Yeah.
It's there. Like it's there.
That's right.
Just watch it. Make up your own mind. I don't want to waste my time. Mate, you're gonna sit there and watch YouTube videos about this film.
Yeah.
Watch the film. Dickheads.
But then there'll be a movie that'll come out like Nomadland. I always go back to Nomadland, and the critics will love it, but no one will go fucking see it. You know what I mean? They're all just like wanking in their fucking tights.
Badly. Like that poor excuse of a movie, which I always go back to, The Northman.
You don't want to open this Northman pit up. All right, we'll wrap it up there. All right, love yourself and love movies.
Vape more, smoke less, and wash your ass.
I said it. My stream just froze. Love yourself. Love movies.
Vape more, smoke less, and wash your ass.